Red Pill disclaimer. Welcome to Gawdzell's channel. By watching this video, you are choosing to take the red pill and see how deep the rabbit hole goes. All opinions expressed are Gawdzell's alone, and any copyrighted content belongs to its respective owners. Viewer discretion is advised.
Can you see it now? Can you see the Matrix for what it truly is?
Hey y'all, welcome back to another video. You guys are ready. This is going to be a great video. You guys stay tuned. Let's get right into it.
Because the salt helps to draw the waste out from the skin. We have layers and layers of waste under the skin in the bloodstream. So in a warm bath and the salt, it pulls, it draws, it acts as an astringent. If you have high blood pressure though, do not take an Epsom salt or Dead Sea salt bath. You want to take an apple cider vinegar bath. You want to take a master herbal bath. You want to take an oak straw bath. You want to take a dandelion alfalfa bath. So that's, so you're taking baths according to the state of your health and vitality. If someone is dizzy after taking a bath, that means that your body is malnourished. So before going into your bath, take a glass of vegetable juice. The darker the greens, the greater the healing. Cucumber, not cucumber, that's very light, that's for kidneys. Kale, your
Sorry about that. I just realized that it was 2 screens. Sorry about that. Let me just restart this clip.
You're supposed to dip your hand in the water before.
It's important because the salt helps to draw the waste out from the skin. We have layers and layers of waste under the skin in the bloodstream. So in a warm bath and the salt, it pulls, it draws, it acts as an astringent. If you have high blood pressure though, do not take an Epsom salt or Dead Sea salt bath. You want to take an apple cider vinegar bath. You want to take a master herbal bath. You want to take an oak straw bath. You want to take a dandelion alfalfa bath. So that's, so you're taking baths according to the state of your health and vitality. If someone is dizzy after taking a bath, that means that your body is malnourished. So before going into your bath, take a glass of vegetable juice. The darker the greens, the greater the healing. Cucumber, not cucumber, that's very light, that's for kidneys. Kale, your chard, your cabbage, your purple cabbage. Take those type of greens into your system, and that will give you some stamina to be able to take a 20-minute, 30-minute healing bath. If you're dizzy while in the tub, have someone bring you a few glasses of water before coming out of the tub. And then you can cool the tub down with some cool water so the body's temperature will balance itself out. It's important because the salt helps to draw the waste out from the skin.
You're supposed to dip your hand in.
Because all I'm dealing with the original.
Every treaty contained a clause to help Indians to shut down black folk. Slavery could never have existed in this country and been maintained without the full participation of the American tribes. That's why they started calling them civilized rock, because they began to say, you quit hunting in the woods and running wild and get yourself some land and get yourself some slaves. So Indians became slave hunters, slave traders, and in the final analysis, all civilized tribes, the Choctaw, Chickasaw, Cherokee, and Seminole Indians, they all fought with the South to maintain slavery. And so therefore, and they got benefits from it. And that led to going back to the earlier question you asked me about reparations. And even after the Civil War ended, the Choctaw and Chickasaw were still holding about 12 or 15,000 slaves even after the Civil War ended. The United States government sent in troops saying, you got to get rid of this slavery.
Hey y'all ever notice around the holidays, people get more sad, and even when it's cold outside, it's you get more, not depressed, but I guess depressed. I think I just say that people get more depressed, lonely around that time. Y'all notice that? That don't have nothing to do with the video we just seen. I was just thinking of that.
Before taking somebody serious, go look at who their parents is, because that's who raised them.
True.
I really start to notice that a lot of things that I don't like in this female, I start to see in her mother or her father. Then on top of how they was raised, you also got to take into account generational curses. That bipolar disorder, it came from my parents. and know how to commit in a relationship came from their parents. They never seen a healthy relationship before, so they're only regurgitating what they seen. Yeah, you know how babies, they copy everything that their parents do? Yeah, eventually they grow up. They never stop doing the things that their parents did. And if her father's not in her life, she's not going to know how to respect the male figure. If his father's not in his life, he's most likely not going to know how to treat a woman right. Because no one taught them the proper way to. I'm telling you, ever since I heard that from an elder, now when I'm talking to a female, I got to meet your parents ASAP. Because what am I getting myself into? Before taking somebody serious.
No, that's real though. Like, because you can definitely look at somebody's parents and see the same traits as somebody, their parents. That's, hey, that's a good way to do it though. Yeah.
You ever see those squiggly lines in the air? People may refer to them as floaters. Well, I'm gonna tell you exactly what these things really are. Now, typically, mine come in different shapes. They almost look like fractal patterns. Now, they tell you it's an eye condition, but that's false, okay? Just like when they made up the so-called demon face syndrome, right? This is all false. Now, we are all aware that we are living in some type of light code simulation. And we only actually see less than 1% of the light photon spectrum. Now, the ones and zeros that make up this matrix are referred to as what's called Indinkra codes. When computers transmit information, typically this information is submitted through what they call binary or ones and zeros. Here's another visual perspective of Indinkra symbols. When we see these floaters, basically what we're seeing is fragments of the matrix glitching. Basically, we're seeing the binary code or Indinkra symbols that string together this matrix. Since we only have access to less than 1% of the light photon spectrum, once in a while, we actually may get a little more. And sometimes we start to see a little bit through the matrix. So it may appear as Indinkra symbols or binary, which is these little fractal patterns that we may get in our visual spectrum. A quantum physicist that studies supersymmetry by the name of Professor James Gates conducted a study in which he discovered that the same binary code that is used in computer transmissions actually makes up the fabric of our reality. This is why a motherboard and a city look so identical. You can't tell me whether this is a motherboard or a city, I bet. So when the matrix is glitching, sometimes you may see portions of what's running it. You ever see those squiggly lines?
Have y'all ever seen that though? Like them squiggly lines? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Just go across your eyes. I'm seeing them right now. Like, I know y'all seen that before.
Y'all, tell me why this dude told me to meet him at Osaka's at 6. And so like 6:10, I'm like, I'm on my way, but he never texts back. And I get here, he's nowhere to be found. It's 6:50.
You told the man to be there at 6 o'clock. He was there at 6 o'clock. You left your house at 6:10. You didn't get there till 6:50. You're 40 minutes late. He's not there because you're 40 minutes late. You want a man to be there, right? You want a man to be on time, a man to take you seriously. Shorty, if you're not taking him seriously, he's not going to be there. You think because you are beautiful and you got nice hair and all this type of, you think that that's going to keep, like, shorty, be on time. Good looks is not going to sit here and help you keep a man, respectfully. Respectfully.
Y'all, tell me.
True. That is true. Dang. She was 50 minutes late. Dang. I ain't gonna lie, I probably would have left too. Sure. I'm like, where's she at? I ain't waiting that long.
Footage has been released of a Diddy party that he threw for Meek Mill's birthday in 2014, and it has some pretty disturbing details. Now, right after this, Meek went off on X/Twitter, so I'll give you a quick rundown of the article, and then I'll show you what he said. So this party featured women dancing in masks, sushi served on a naked model, and Diddy paid $25K for this mansion just for that night. The property manager said that there were broken bottles, used condoms, bloodstained sheets, and even white powder residue. He described the cleanup as disgusting. He also said that Diddy's team requested double-sided locks on the bedroom doors and to be left unlocked for the guests' arrival, with 2 key sets to be given to Diddy and no one else. Requesting new locks, double-sided locks for bedrooms, and the only person that has the keys is Diddy is absolutely crazy. So Meek tweeted going off on these articles saying that it wasn't even a puff party, it was weak stories. He started asking ChatGPT who owns all of these news sources, and he said none of them are American. He said that there's a lot of negativity. He said, look at this Vibe magazine, there's a video of nothing. He said that he got too powerful, so the media is targeting him. I didn't understand a lot of the things he was saying, but it looks like he felt the need to defend himself. Footage has been released of a Diddy party that he threw for Meek Mill's birthday in 2014, and it has some...
Somebody walk up to you talking about, I'm on demon time, I'm on demon time. Don't even know why they saying it, man. Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Shout out to Big Homie CC.
A little demon or being on demon time or rappers. Yeah. Ain't enough real niggas in the game. Cause real killers ain't glorifying being that shit. You get me? You ain't glorifying that shit like that, you know? Bro, I respect the dead. Even the ones I gotta stand over.
You wouldn't even go up to your grandma and say you on demon timing. So where did this shit even come from? Because the past 10 years, like between like 2015 and 2020, that was like a real popular trend of fuck. People still say like you got booba and all them, but it's like it's an old trend for real. But it's like, where was the consciousness to where everybody run around talking, I'm on demon time, I'm on demon time. All these rappers, what's that having you in an animalistic state, bro? Having you thinking like you your flesh, like going completely backwards, bro. They got so much light magic right in your face, bro. And you just thinking, it's the trend, I'm vibing. Whole time you getting body snatched, bro. Somebody walk up to you talking about, I'm on demon time, I'm on demon time.
Demon time, like, look, just look at the demon time. You on demon time. Like, get out of here. It sounds goofy, too. Demon time. If you really think about it, it sounds goofy.
1 minute I'm on the road looking at the bushes. Next minute I'm in the bush.
In this clip, we learn why safety gear isn't just a suggestion. A hunter takes a tumble from his tree stand, and it's all caught on camera. The video begins with a seemingly normal hunting scene. A tree stand set up about 7 feet high, but within seconds, things take a sudden turn. The hunter grabs for a branch, but it snaps, sending him tumbling straight to the ground. One viewer jokes, well, that's faster than how I usually get down. But others take a more serious tone, like this comment. This is why we always wear a harness. This could have ended tragically. Remarkably, the hunter was unharmed aside from a few bruises, and he even joked about being back in the stand that same evening. The comments section was filled with mixed reactions. Some couldn't help but laugh, like this viewer who said, misstep off the tree stand into a half flip, 9.5 for execution. But others highlighted the dangers, with one commenter sharing, I know someone who lost their life in a similar fall. Always use safety equipment. This clip serves as an important reminder. Hunting can be fun, but it's never worth risking your safety. Wear your harness, use proper equipment, and always double check your setup.
Ooh, man. He looked like he fell hard. Did he fall? I don't know. Did he? I look like he caught himself.
Evening. The comment.
Yeah, it looked like he caught himself. I don't know. Somebody called him Drink Lena. Drink Lena. I ain't gonna lie, he do look a little, I ain't gonna lie, crazy. What's going on? Like, what is that hairstyle? Of all hairstyles, why that one? Like, I don't know, man. That's a lot of cheese.
Real selling drugs, I ain't no different from the rest. Lost my granny to them bitches, I could feel it in my chest. But But out of all the shit I seen, a nigga blessed so many times I could've died. I went from speeding and I'm wrecks. Shit, I wonder who gon' speak up on the real problem. They tryna make the women hoes and we still follow. Them type of bitches want a nigga that's gon' kill bottom. See, all this shit be watered down like a pill swallow. And all the labels want a nigga rapping murder kill. Want us promoting, but they don't know how that murder feel. See, this the shit we had to see before they heard the drill. Why they got niggas chasing graves to try to earn a deal. We killing for the ones we love, for us to see another day. They push the music so we think that it won't be another way. They don't tell you about the extra shit and things they don't say. How the frequency of music can do things to DNA. How the food we eat gon' steady keep on helping us decay. How some movies true but they'll never ever put it straight. Or they put it in our face instead of keeping us away. Because they knew that you would think that it was fake. Trying to keep our kind from reaching full potential. See, we the real kings and queens who built the temples. Even I still got more to learn cause it ain't simple. Do your research on the gland that you can wake up in the middle. Real selling drugs, I ain't no different from the rest of my
Okay, see, this is what we need, more conscious rappers, you know? That's real, though. They say, I think he's, I mean, that is how it be, though. Like, they put it in the movies, they won't tell you the full truth. Cause and then they'll do it because they know you gonna think it's fake. You know, you just think, oh, that's just a movie. It ain't real, you know, but some of that stuff that they put in the movie be real though. That's like, you gotta think about like where they're getting their ideas from. You know, they had to get inspiration from somewhere. They had to see someone with superpowers. They're not just coming up with these superheroes, man. They have to see these superheroes. And that was us. Like, we had superpowers, man. They just put it in a movie so we could think it's fake. That stuff is very much real, for sure.
I got a serious question for y'all. When we going to sleep and we not actually sleep yet, and we trying to like sit there until our body actually takes us to sleep, do you not know that we're in a spiritual lobby waiting to be spawned into a match, into one of our lucid dreams, into where we finna go astrally? I think that's gonna mess y'all head up.
She got a point though. She got a point on that. For real. That's real.
Bro, jobs is meant to make you depressed, bro. Look at this factory. No color, no vibration. Look at all these folks waiting at the plantation. Modern day plantation. I don't care what nobody say, bro. Waking up every day and going to work for somebody else's company, it don't make sense to me, bro. When everything on the land is given to us, we was born on earth. It's our birthright to be able to eat off the land, grab fresh fruit, build our houses off of the resources, the gold. Imagine if you, all the gold, all the minerals, all that vibranium, all that, man. They got folks in the Congos right now slaving to make them lithium batteries, bro. Modern day slavery. I don't care what nobody say, bro. If you happy with your job, and it don't matter if you had a job with a cubicle in the office and the colors is jumping because the shape's off, so your symmetry is off. If y'all know, we got a circadian rhythm, bro. We all flow off of energy. This building ain't giving me no energy, bro. It's making me hot. But I'm gonna keep it cool, man, because we in a matrix. I can't show my hand too much. But one thing I'm gonna tell y'all is, bro, niggas gotta use their mind and never, don't ever doubt yourself on what you really want to do, bro. Because this shit ain't it. Bro, jobs is meant to make you
definitely not. For real. I say just use that job to, you know, get you ahead. What you really want to do. So,
how you doing, man?
This is funny. I mean, not funny, but it's funny how this cop can catch it.
Stop. Please. Don't make it worse than it already is, man.
Oh my goodness. He sucked.
I don't care.
Please, sir. Please, sir. Please, sir. Please, sir. Please.
Metro, she's running from me. Start them quick. She's in the store still.
Shit. That cop should have just dialed 911. For real. How you let her get away with that? That is funny. She got away too. That's one thing, bro. Get going. Get going. Get out of there.
Back in the parking lot, still running.
He gotta be overweight. I'm not even running.
Get away from me! Get away from me! You catching more charges, man.
Get away from me. Get away from me.
You catching more charges.
Get away from me. I can't go to jail. I can't go to jail. I can't.
Why is his head on my thighs like
I
that?
can't go to jail.
You spray me with that shit, I'm gonna put you in jail.
You gonna put me in jail anyway?
Felony.
Get away from me.
God almighty no. Metro, she just sprayed me with mace.
Look at him snitching.
She's in a white sedan.
He over there
Fleeing in the
snitching.
car.
He a punk. I mean, I'm sorry. He punk snitching. Oh man, did he really get sprayed?
Hand and video, suspect escape.
2929 Abercorn 79.
Bro, Jobs is...
I am shook. I'm
Should've
shook.
been
I'm shook. I'm
faster.
shook. I'm shook. Guys, you will not believe what I just found out. This is how I know that they put stuff in plain sight, and you wouldn't even know that unless you read the Book of Enoch. Disclaimer, I read the Book of Enoch as history, not scripture, and I can tell you why in a whole other video. I want you to look at the Paramount logo. How many stars do you see on there? 22. Right? In the Book of Enoch, there are 250 angels that came down to earth, procreated with mortal women, and created a ravenous species of giant. You're probably like, okay, how does 250 go into 22? There were 22 leaders of the fallen angels listed here by name. Y'all know what they did. We talked about it on my channel, teaching humans heavenly knowledge, like trying to predict the future with astrology, teaching us about makeup, reading, writing, all these things. We were supposed to be childlike on this earth. We were not supposed to be getting into all the stuff that they brought down. When you watch the Paramount intro, you will see the stars floating over the water, aka the deep. And you know, on this channel, we have spoken about the demonic marine kingdom and how in the Bible, the deep could possibly be referencing the darkness, aka the devil, which is why on the new earth there will be no sea, and could be one of the reasons why Jesus walked on water, to show dominion over the ocean. Don't forget the fact that the women that procreated with the angels were cursed to the sea to become sirens. That's a whole other video. Anyway, so you see them floating over the water, referencing them to darkness. And what do? Congregate over this mountain. When the fallen angels came to earth, they landed on a mountain called Mount Hermon. These angels were a third of the angels of heaven because they rebelled against God with Lucifer. A decimal for 1/3 is 33.33. The coordinates for Mount Hermon is 33.33. Y'all tell me this is not mind-blowing. Tell me. They put it right in our faces. Who they serve. What they stand for. This goes to show that TV, television programming, they're programming us, channeling certain visions in our head. It all connects. It all makes sense. I could talk about this all night. Don't get me started. Anyway, make sure you guys like and follow and comment down below what you think. I am shook. I'm shook. Guys.
How did humans even make this? We are zooming in on a CPU of an iPhone. This is a human hair. That thing in the beginning, that was a human hair. Look how small this is and how detailed. Now, forgive me for not having knowledge of this manufacturing process, but how do they make these? It's got to be with the machine, right? I mean, look, there's the hair. And look at the level of detail. And we're all carrying these around in our pocket. And a lot of people don't really think about what goes into actually making them, right? It's pretty crazy. Somebody's got to let me know in the comments, like if you work in manufacturing for this, but let me know. Seriously, I'm really curious. How did humans even make this?
Like, is it on accident, or is it? That's interesting. I don't know. How do we make that?
Ancient Africans in particular did consume meat, but what people have to understand is this: back then, in the days of the ancients, they did not eat the type of meats we're eating today. Because a lot of the so-called meat that people are eating today is not even meat.
A lot of the foods that we have eaten in the past 60 years or so are not digestible. The animal protein that we're eating can't be digested because there is no data in the genes to know what to do with it, because it's manufactured. Not only is it manufactured or created through crossbreeding, it also is preserved.
When I posted my pesto recipe, I got a lot of good feedback of people telling me how good it is. So I thought I'd do a pesto mayo. It's oil-free, refined sugar-free, and nut-free. So save the recipe and make your own. When I posted my pesto...
You smoke cigarettes 7 days a week?
Why is they doing that baby like that, bro? Oh my god.
So apparently, these come up.
They go ratatouille. Ratatouille.
Oh, he just disappeared! He went back down! He went back down! Yeah?
It's not old. 21 is not.
Wait, how's the red? I don't know.
Oh, 22, 23 is not old. To me at 23, I'm a 5-year-old to a 40-year-old. They see me as a baby. I don't know why you niggas call me old and nigga, I'm 23 years old. Do you know how young 23 is? Niggas not in denial. Nigga, I can get up. I can move. Nigga, my body not fucked up. Nigga, I can do it. Nigga, I can have hangovers and shit. Nigga, I'm 23. Do y'all know how young that is? Niggas call me Unc. And I ain't gonna lie, the next nigga to call me Unc, I'm gonna spit in my hand. I'm slapping the fucking acne off your face, nigga. The next nigga, from now on, 2025, T-Banks is dropping the Unc nickname. You're a living fossil. Relax, uncle. Nigga, I'm a fossil. When I give your mom my fossil, nigga, I give your mom my bone, you bitch ass nigga. Next nigga that call me Unc, I swear to you not, but nigga call me Unc in person, I'm slapping the nigga. Don't call me that shit no fucking more. I'm dropping the Unc nickname. I'm 23 years old. Why do I have 21-year-olds calling me fucking Unc? I seen on TikTok, a nigga seen me and said, damn, that's a hard ass 23. The nigga basically said I'm aging terribly because I have a fucking beard. Nigga like, damn, that's
Listen to me. That's one of the reasons right there why they keep saying that. Don't none of them YN niggas beard connect at all. It ain't doing none of that shit. So I see why they saying Unc. I could see why. You a little bit more advanced than them. You said you was homeless, right? Before. A lot of these young niggas ain't never been homeless, man. You kinda gotta accept the Unc. Like you more of a You like a young Unc, so you more YU. You a young uncle. You know we got young grandmas too.
is not old. 21 is not old. 22, 23 is not old.
Bro said you like more of a YU. That is funny. That's how I read though. Like everybody age differently, so.
Let's talk about Captain Planet. Did you know that you could heal from any disease by watching Captain Planet? Here's how. Our cells need 4 things to achieve optimal health. Air for cell communication, earth for cell food, water for cell environment, and fire for cell exercise. Now let's talk about fire. We must get enough solar photons and exercise consistently. Exercise helps cleanse the lymphatic system. Every cell is surrounded by lymph, and all cells are impacted by exercise. This impacts the maturation and movement of the immune cells, which is the body's defense. Not only physically, but we must also exercise our mind as well. We must think healthy thoughts and enhance our knowledge every day. Knowledge affects the divine triangle, which includes the pineal, hypothalamus, and the pituitary glands. These glands affect the electromagnetism of the body. Fire also measures the heartbeat. The pulse should average a pace of 72 times a minute. Let's talk about Captain Planet.
So did y'all know that there was a tuning fork that literally could change the molecular structure of the air based off the frequency? That's what we seeing right now. And as I was watching this video, it really made me sit back and think, tuning forks can really change the molecular structure of the air, what if you can direct that? And then I start thinking about Poseidon's staff. What if this was actually based off something that actually happened or an actual tool? If you watch the Aquaman movie, you would know that this staff shot frequency beams and rays out the tips of the staff. There's nothing new under the sun, isn't it?
That's just something that makes you, go,
I was always taught, if you seen something in a movie more than one time, it's really some truth behind it. I'm curious, was this a reach or was this on point? Y'all let me know in the comments. Like and follow for more wisdom and stay tuned.
Everything they put in the movie is basically true. Like mostly everything they put in the movie is real. Superpowers, all that stuff you be sci-fi stuff you be saying, it be real, But it's just like half of it. They're not gonna give you the full truth,
He got the nigga upside down. The 5% is the rich poor, is the poor righteous teachers of the planet, and 85% is the mystery God believers and the slaves of the mental death and power, and the ones easily led in the wrong direction and hard to be led in the right. And the 10% is the rich bloodsuckers of the poor. So those are like the ones that pretty much run things in government. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's where too a lot of people are saying that 5%ers think that all white people are the devil.
Nah.
That's not what it is.
Nah. What it is the natures. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's natures. There's a devil nature and there's a godly nature. Black people can be devil as well, which makes them the worst kind of devil, because anything other than its original state is the worst kind of its being. You know what I'm saying? If it's within your nature to be devil and you acting out accordingly, then that's okay, because that's what you're supposed to be. But if it's within your nature to be godly and you acting devil, you're the worst kind of devil. The 5% is the rich poor.
I just seen Pringles under the microscope and I'm absolutely flabbergasted. Because there's no way that there is a bug sitting on every chip of a Pringle. And why do they look like little tick cousins? And why is these little microscopic boogers on everything? It's like now I'm finna have to eat air sandwiches like SpongeBob. Because I have little bugs crip walking all over my food. Literally having a birthday bash on a Pringle. And the worst part about that, twin, was I was in the middle of enjoying some deliciousness Pringles. Now I'm finna have to get a flamethrower or throw these on a grill. It just seemed like it's some BS going on with all the food. Like, why did I have to see these little ass roly-polies? And since I don't have an appetite, I just had to spread the news. Hold on, let me throw this shit away. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts on this video about Pringles having little ass microscopic bugs on them in the
This is a certified hood classic.
Hey, yo, check it out. You know who it is, man. It's the one only Mr. Gangsta Grills himself, DJ The Fuck Drama, a.k.a. Mr. Thanksgiving.
Trapaholics. Real trap shit. Damn, son. Where'd you find this? Trapaholics.
Pay attention, bastards.
You ain't know. Real trap shit. Holy shit, bro. Where the fuck did you find this record?
Okay, I got this karma on this Bugatti. I'm strong in this Bugatti.
This is a
A boy in Siberia swallowed 31 magnetic toy beads, and they traveled inside his stomach and intestines. If they connected, they could tear through his digestive tract, leading to dangerous infections like sepsis. Doctors inserted a thin tube with a camera through the mouth into the stomach. Using this, they were able to guide a powerful magnet through the tube to pull the magnetic beads out of the boy's digestive system, which ended up saving his life. A boy in Siberia swallowed 31.
That's crazy.
Hello everyone, with 2025 year of the wood snake approaching very quickly, I just want to do a quick series of general predictions of how the other animals are going to do. So we're going to start with the year of the horse. So if you are a horse, this is for you, and everyone else, please listen to this and let me know which animal you want me to do next. All right, so fellow horses, 2025, I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be kind of a mixed year for you. Now you, the horses, have a lot of energy, but the snake is more about strategy, right? The snake is methodical and somewhat slow, and the horse is completely the opposite, just galloping around, making impulsive decisions, maybe not thinking everything through, and just doing. In order for you, horses, to be successful in 2025, you have to somehow adapt the energy and strategy of the snake, meaning you got to be more adaptable. You have to think things through. So if you have a plan, you really have to execute it according to analyzing every angle of it. So don't jump into new relationships, don't jump into new jobs just based on intuition. Just take the time to think things through. So whenever it is a new animal year, you got to take their energy. And so that if it clashes, especially, like for example, the horse's energy does clash somewhat with the snake because they're polar opposites. Especially in that case, you have to try to adapt a little bit more of the strategic nature of that animal whose year it is so that you can be successful. But if you are strategic horses, the strategy together with your energy can set you up for a lot of success because the next year, 2026, is your year. It's the year of the horse. So all the decisions you make in 2025 can make or break 2026 for you, especially when it comes to your finances, your job, your investments, anything that is related to money and material possessions. So think things through. If you're doing career changes or changing jobs, just make sure you set yourself up for success. It's okay to switch jobs in 2025, but they have to be very much thought out. Don't make any hasty decisions. Now, the other part is relationships. Horses, again, horses have big hearts, very intuitive in nature, and a lot of times they jump into new relationships. Horses are very popular, and horses like to date if you're a single horse. And you're usually very popular with the opposite sex, whether you are a horse female or a horse male. Usually you are fairly attracted and other people do get attracted to you. But sometimes love is blind for the horses and you get a little blinded, especially if there is chemistry with your matches and your loved ones. But the snake, again, just like in the career, in the relationships as well, the snake is looking for strategic partners for you for 2025. So don't just jump for anyone who is attractive, who you find attractive. Look for someone who you connect on a mental level, on a spiritual level, and emotional level. And those are the relationships that are going to last if you find somebody new in 2025. If it is based on solely on the physical, it's not going to last, because the snake is a deep animal looking more for a deeper connection rather than just the physical chemistry. And then last but not least, relationships that are related to your work. It is important, again, to create very good strategic partnerships in 2025, which are going to help you in 2026, which is your year. And the last thing I wanted to mention actually is the health portion of it. 2025, because it is slightly different energy than yours, and you, the horse, like to overdo things, you will burn out if you don't take the time to slow down. The snake, again, is a very slow and methodical type of animal. I cannot overemphasize that particular part of it. And so if you are continuing to gallop like you are, horses are workaholics usually, so you want to try not to overwork yourself. Try to find balance in one way or another so that your health doesn't suffer. All right, that is it for the horse.
She's not lying though, because my sister is a horse too. She be working, I ain't gonna lie. But dang, so what is you guys Chinese zodiac sign and how you find it? You go up your year, look up your year that you were born, and you put my zodiac sign, my Chinese zodiac sign, which your year I'm from. That's how you do it. But I will be a snake, so yeah, my year is next year. But hey, I heard that when it's your year, when it's your zodiac, Chinese zodiac year, you should definitely do a lot of things to put yourself out there, to grow yourself financially, spiritually, your businesses, whatever. So just when your year come, put yourself out there, or you never know, you might become famous overnight. You never know. So y'all look into that though, man. It's interesting.
At some point, you have to get serious about your life. Delete numbers. Stay away from love that isn't real. Hustle harder. Get your health right, your spirit right, your mental right. Stay focused. You got to demand some respect, not just from people, but yourself. Claim it, speak it, see it every day. At some point.
Intelligence of mice and rats. Rats are quite intelligent. If a rat didn't see that station there the day before and you put a station down, they're not going to go in it. They'll actually go around it, jump over it. Same with glue boards. You put a glue board down, a rat glue board rather. They're not going to just run on top of it. They're going to jump over it. They know that wasn't there yesterday, and now it's there. As far as mice, they're kind of stupid. They're very curious. They're constantly going into new areas, looking to see, whoa, what is that? Why is that there today? And they go in it. So putting down stations for mice, they're very quick and easy to go in it. Catching them on glue boards, very easy. Mice just don't think. They're just too curious. Intelligence.
You know what? I do got a 9 to 5. I'm actually sitting waiting at my 9 to 5 right now. But I don't think that's what's going on here, man. This is crazy. After we was all forced to be at home, let's just say that, right? Things have been getting revealed that shifted your consciousness, that put you in a different realm. Like, when I started learning about, let's just say, going down the rabbit hole, I started like floating, bro. And now it's like, we done floated through so many timelines. The things that I used to care about, the things that used to affect me, don't affect me no more. What does that do? It gives me more energy to focus on myself, right? And focus on other things. A lot of people are still on that though. Job, bills, they're still stuck on that mundane. I'm not gonna call it 3D and 4D, because what is a 3D? What is a 4D? It's all the same plane, bro, when you really think about it, bro. Yeah, it's different planes, but it's all existing in one simultaneously. So there's no point of being like, we're shifting into a new dimension. We're shifting. Yeah, we are, but the dimension was already here, bro. It just was at a level you couldn't see. But I'm saying all that to say is, this not just your regular, you're getting older, 9 to 5, because I could make the argument of, when you having fun, when you doing the things you like to do, time flies by. And when you're doing the things that you don't like to do, time goes slow. That's one argument. But this right here, 2024, you telling me 2024 was a long year for you? You can't sit here and tell me 2024 was a long year for you. It's like the months are 8 months now. Bro, I've been out of school for 6-7 years, bro. This got nothing to do with that. Time used to go. I've been working jobs since I was 14, 15, man. I'm 23 now, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know what? I do got a 9 to 5. I'm actually sitting.
What you just said about the energy, like people being more awakened to now, being more aware now. But the energy always been here. It's just, you're just not seeing it. That's just how it is. Like, the energy, all the energy that we feeling now, bro, it always been here. It's just, we seeing it now. We feeling it more now. It always been there. It was waiting on us. That's what it was. It was waiting on you to catch up. Just like the planet is already at its state. It's just waiting for us to catch up with it. It's at a state of abundance. It's already at a state of abundance. We just got to catch up with it. That's it. It takes time though. It's gonna take some time, because look how far we is into this matrix, dude. We watch movies, y'all. We watching movies, and they be putting the truth right in front of our face in the movie. We is deep in the matrix, y'all. Like, what? You think we used to watch movies about superheroes? Come on, y'all. Really? We was the one out there flying around, jumping like the Hulk, running like the Flash. We was already doing it. What we need to watch movies for? And we can already do it. Like we is too deep in this matrix, man. For real. That shit is insane.
And she's looking around, and from her perspective,
I can't hear.
these blocks are everything. But you and I, we're up here, and we can see, no, they're just blocks. You understand?
Right. But
see, you're not really up here. Well, you have 1 foot up here, and you have 1 foot still down there in the blocks. It won't always be like this. It's kind of like driving stick shift versus an automatic transmission. You know, automatic transmission is easier, but you're not really driving. You know, the car. And she's looking around, and from her perspective, well, these blocks are everything. But you and I, we're up here, and we can see, no, they're just blocks. You understand?
Right. It's just blocks.
But see, you're not really up here. Well, you have 1 foot up here, and you have 1 foot still down there in the blocks. It won't always be like this. It's kind of like driving stick shift versus an automatic transmission. You know, automatic transmission is easier, but you're not really driving. You know, the car.
Open that shit up, bro. You whooping that shit up, oh. I'm telling you, oh, they gonna be dicky. Open that shit up.
He's like, I'm not on, bro. Yeah, nah. You got mad, bro. I feel it though. You call me, I'm 23. Like, dude, at least let me hit 25. You know what I'm saying? Dang.
Ladies, the next time a man asks you, what are you looking for in a man? Tell him this. So far, I've told 3 men this, and it works wonders. Has them running. So when a man asks me, oh, what are you looking for? I'll be like, looking? I'll be like, I'm not looking for anything. I'll be like, everything that I would look for in a man, I have it in myself. So there's no need for me to look. And they get quiet. Y'all, the moment you say that, they can't morph into that quote-unquote man of your dreams and try to manipulate you and get access to your pum-pum, okay? That statement has them running. And they kind of cock their head to the side like, you're not looking for that dude? Like, they be like, that is so weird. And they run because you literally, ultimately, you keep your power. You literally keep your power just by saying that. So I highly recommend, ladies.
So I was talking about how time don't exist to my boyfriend, and I was trying to explain it to him in a way that he could understand. And I had basically said, you know how mentally people be stuck in the past and stuck in their past trauma and their minds, like they really haven't evolved past a certain time because they're still stuck in that certain time. Or some people can be so locked in the future and creating the reality that they want and becoming millionaires and becoming business people. And the conversation later led down to me talking about how ancestral veneration works, because I was basically saying that the past and the present and the future is all exist right now. And that's the example that I just gave y'all beforehand. But what I was talking about with ancestors, I was basically saying that they're alive and they're existing right now in the past. And whatever we're learning right now is helping them evolve where they are. So we are ancestors as well. And whatever we heal and learn bodily, genetically, mentally, emotionally, it is helping the future of our bloodline and also helping the past of our bloodline. Because you're healing your bloodline. On a spiritual level, we all are really just chilling up in the ethers and learning from each other. Think about it. Imagine you recognizing and acknowledging the fact that you are in time and the past and the present is also existing right now. And when you acknowledge the people who came before you and the people who will be after you, and they exist, and you, even if you have pictures of your ancestors, or even if you have like any type of names, like the fact that you are like pointing them out and talking about them, even though they're existing and we're existing all at the same time, it's kind of cool to know that we're all just here figuring it out. So I was talking about how time don't exist to my boyfriend, and I was trying to explain it to him.
I mean, time is it's definitely a illusion. Time, I think what time is, it's just energy. That's what it is. It's all energy. there was never a time. I think the time is just energy. That's what it is. That's how I'm look at it. I don't. Time is definitely not real.
If we're talking about a theory of everything, the first question we have to establish, does God exist?
Yes.
Simple as
Yes. Well, it's the identity has the reality has an identity. Okay? The identity is that as which something exists. Okay? Matter of fact, when you say the word reality, you're naming an identity. You're identifying something.
I'm smiling because your answer on this is so beautiful. It just reminds me of Moses at the burning bush. And Moses at the burning bush says, "Who shall I tell the people that you are?" Talking to God. And God says, "Tell them I am that I am."
That's right.
I am identity itself. I'm being himself.
That's exactly right. And that's what the CTMU says. It just comes up with the mathematical structure that you need to build a reality out of that. You see? So you come up with that identity, and then you search it for its properties. You see, once you've built the preliminary framework, then you start deducing the properties of this identity, and you find out that those properties match those of God as described in most of the world's major religions. Right?
Just the theistic religions? So I'm thinking Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, or are you talking also of, say...
Buddhism, Taoism, Hinduism, Vedism. Of course, Hinduism and Vedism, they have a God. Taoism, their central principle is the way, or the Tao, okay? And they don't see Tao as God.
Yep.
And then in Buddhism, of course, you've got, they are trying basically to achieve sunyata, or emptiness, right? Which is, a lot of Buddhists don't even understand what that's supposed to mean. But once again, there's no God there. You can kind of read God implicitly. Some Buddhists, I've talked to Buddhists who actually think that there is a God in Buddhism of a sort. But it's, that concept of pure consciousness is what it is. Okay? And if you ask them, well, whose consciousness are you talking about? They will point at themselves and say, my consciousness. In a way, they kind of attribute the existence of everything to themselves. Okay?
I know I've known a lot of people in Hollywood and Washington, D.C. who do the same thing, actually.
Well, that's right. That's why Buddhism is very fashionable among some of those people.
It's a good point.
Yeah.
It's a good point.
So yes. But anyway, when you look at what they've all got, you come down to the same thing. All right? Everybody has the Tao, or the way, that's the way reality works, right? And everybody, has sunyata, which is pure syntax, right? Pure cognition with no instantiation, no content, right? And then you've got what the Abrahamic religions call God. It's all the same thing, okay? But what are its properties? Okay, are its properties such that you can deny the existence of God, or are its properties such that God definitely has to exist? And the answer is, God exists.
God
the properties of the central substance and central principle of reality, those properties are attributed to God, including, of course, things like you have the three O's: omniscience, omnipotence, and omnipresence, but then you've also got consciousness. God has to be sentient.
If we're talking about a theory of everything, the first question
Dang. They're breaking it down. So, what do you guys think God is? Is it just a man in the sky? Y'all let me know. What do y'all think God really is? Sorry to all my Christians and people that go to church, because I know y'all don't play around with that. So, but to the ones that think out the box, y'all let me know what you think God is. Oh my goodness, hold on.
All right, check. Bigger trap, marriage or having kids? I think having kids, because you can't do the same stuff. At least in marriage, you guys can still smoke crack together.
Wait a damn minute.
Bro, just like y'all can still smoke crack together. Like, what are you talking about, buddy? Oh my goodness.
Crack vows.
That's crazy. Crack vows. Crack buddy.
Bigger trap, marriage or having kids? I think having kids because you can't do the same stuff. At least in marriage, you guys can still smoke crack together.
Wait a...
All right, check.
All right, check.
That is too funny.
All right, check this out. This is the world's fastest moving walkway, like the walkway you see at the airport.
I told her we should have those moving walkways all over the city.
Like at the airport?
Yeah. That's a great idea.
A vision of the future with walkways everywhere for these.
It was not a great idea. How many of y'all almost fell when you was on that? Let's be for real. Cause I almost did. I ain't gonna lie. I almost fell. I had to catch myself. I'm like, that's not a good idea. That thing is too fast, especially when you get to walking on it. Y'all know.
These brothers is a not so distant reality.
Anywhere where pedestrians are, essentially. We go where the masses gather. We think of them as little Lego pieces, and they connect together to form a walkway of any length. And then section by section, we accelerate the passenger.
Accelerate them up to 10 miles per hour.
Maybe 10 miles an hour is our top speed now, but who's to say that's going to be our top speed down the road? The hard engineering part was really all that you see right here, and it's just a copy paste of that to make it longer.
They say they're in talks with several airports, including CVG.
So we can be 20x cheaper than a tram system with the same amount of throughput. That's the game changer.
Talking the talk about a future where walking the walk is much faster.
All right, check this out. This is.
How y'all feel about that? I ain't gonna lie. I don't think that's a good idea. Well, for people that's like has a disability, yeah, that'd be good. I don't know. You just gotta really be careful on that thing for sure.
In practicing crashing out early in Walmart.
Walmart only. Check him out. He waved and look at him. Fucking tell like, ain't clutch it. Look at him. Oh yeah, he is. Okay. Okay, good. Joe with Tyler, broski. Joe with Tyler, broski. Okay.
In practicing crash.
What is going on in the community? This man, he got a pet. That's a dragon. That's a whole goddamn dragon while you playing around in your house. Like this dragon ain't gonna wake up one day and do some dragon shit. I'm gonna tell you where this come from. I'm gonna tell you right.
Did he say that's a dragon? That is, dude, he is too funny, man. The dragon got it. I ain't gonna lie. Calling it a dragon is too funny.
Ever since black folks saw Game of Thrones, we all wanted to be part of the Targaryen. Look at that. That's some a dragon in the tub. When the last time you seen a dragon in the damn tub? That's some black shit. Just go get a Doberman. Like, whatever happened to just go get regular ass pets that do regular shit. We ain't got to worry about no certain type of disease. He really got Dragon Ball Z in the house. Worry about getting bitten, having polio after you get. There's too much shit going on to be getting an exotic pet. We don't know what to do with no damn exotic pet. We all at Walmart looking for dog food. Get your ass out the people's store and take that exotic pet back.
He has Oh my god. Why do we have him as a man? I ain't gonna lie. Of all pets, I don't think I have one of those. I'm good. You can't. Nah, I'm good.
Sunscreens. I remember hearing years ago, oh, there's stuff in sunscreen that will go into your brain. I remember someone telling me, like, you're crazy. What are you talking about? I'm a scientist. Turns out there are certain sunscreens that have molecules that can cross the blood-brain barrier. You can find them in neurons like 10 years after people have used this sunscreen topically. So I've become not paranoid about this. I don't tend to use sunscreen. Sunscreens. I remember hearing years ago, oh, there's stuff in sunscreen that will go into your brain. I remember someone telling me.
In unity with community, and it was always about watching the village. And I think a lot of people that turn their back on the village, that's a secondary term. In primary, that village has abandoned that child. In old folklore, there's a saying that the child that is abandoned by the village will later return and burn that village down. And what we're witnessing is the Watts riots of our villages. Our villages being burnt down because of so many of us have created this individualism that we no longer care about that little kid that's selling candy outside the store. And we walk right by him. So that little kid says, this candy ain't selling. I'm finna break somebody's window. I'm finna rob somebody. I'm finna break into somebody's house because you don't want to notice me when I'm trying to do right. Unfortunately, we have so much money allocated to negativity. There's money in prison reinforcement. There's money in all of these rehabilitation centers. There's money in reentry programs. A person can get out of job and have more of an opportunity to be a model citizen than someone that's a model citizen. So now we have all of this money allocated that's kind of like rewarding negativity. Like, oh, if you become a fuck up in life, we got some rewards for you. You on probation? Or we got somewhere for you to stay. You on parole? You did some crime? We'll do all of this. And I'm not against that.
Right.
Because I'm definitely with the whole, community restoration and giving people a chance and second chance options. But what about these kids that are doing good? What about the kid that has a straight A that is a straight A student that's not being rewarded because all of the focus is being on this kid that's dropping out? All of the classes, all of the mentor programs, and all of the available internships are for the kids that are at-risk youth. What about the children that are doing good? And so they begin to take on the ideology like, oh, I got to be a mess up to get y'all attention.
Interesting.
So these are the narratives that have to change in unity with community. And it was always.
That is interesting though. Well, I got to be a messed up. It's interesting now. Hey, I want to say, have you guys been looking up at the sky and it just looked like it's portals in the sky? Am I the only one that's seeing this? Like these rainbow portals. They just like it's like a crack in the sky with a rainbow type of look. Have y'all seen it? Let me know, because I've been seeing a lot of that recently. And it's getting cold. I'm like, you would think you would see that more in the summertime. So that's interesting though. This depth of energy is definitely changing the planet. Maybe it's just been like that, and we just now I'm just catching along. I don't know. This is Hold on. Watch him. He shot me. I'm like, okay. I don't think I probably did that. Like, jump. He's trying to show out. He's showing out. That's what's going on. Showing out. Now, how many? Man, I don't think I would. Well, I probably could have made the jump without the stick, though. The stick would have threw me off. I don't know how you did it. We did a thing with that.
Exercise is the single biggest elixir for brain health. We studied this question extensively about 8 years ago, and I initially just refused to believe this was the answer because it seemed too simplistic. I thought there had to be something more powerful. But as important as sleep, nutrition are, exercise kind of takes the cake. And I suspect it's because it impacts so many systems. So exercise is going to impact glucose disposal, insulin sensitivity, inflammation. It produces growth factors for neurons, BDNF. If you could do 3 hours a week, that's great. If you can do 7 hours a week, it's even better. Exercise is the single biggest.
The average 23-year-old girl has slept with more men than the average 53-year-old woman. Let that sink in. We're living in a time, and I know this because I used to be a teacher for many years, and I couldn't believe the sexual promiscuity amongst 14, 13, 12-year-old girls, because here's what they had. They had access to Snapchat. They could send nudes of themselves to older boys or whatever it is from the age of 11, 12, nudes or whatever it is. Well, it's technically child pornography. They would start so young, and they're living in an era where there's no negativity attached to sleeping around. It's seen as liberating. So by the time a girl is 23 years old, I promise you she's slept with more men than a 53-year-old woman. Because a 53-year-old woman grew up in a time where she was shamed for sleeping around. There was no sexual liberation. There was a sanctity attached to sexuality. A 22-year-old grew up in a time where Snapchat, twerking, wearing promiscuous clothes, going out, being on social media was all normalized. So if you think that, I'm going to be with a 21-year-old, she's going to have low body count. Guys, what world do you live in? What world do you live in?
She not on though. She is not on. Shoot. They get around. They sure gets around. Way up. He threw it up and oh my goodness. That was crazy. Bro, that looked like he actually, I gotta see that again. Did he really mean to do that? I guess he just know the tricks. Cause man. You look at that, it look like he accidentally did that. Did he accidentally do that? Or he really did that on purpose. That's crazy.
I think for some of us from our society, where important, I think for some of us from our society, where Christianity has intruded, not always in very positive, ethical ways, intruded for the sole purpose, very often, of preparing the way, a kind of avant-garde for the real stormtroopers of commerce, imperialism, colonialism, exploitation, disdain, racial disdain, etc., etc. And the history of Christianity in our society, as you know, has not been of the best, even till today. One very important example culturally, when the Christians came determined to spread the gospel, and they looked around, they couldn't find, they needed the devil. Later on, I'll actually talk about my experience with the devil, by the way. I think 3 encounters vicariously, but very interesting. But I don't want to change the subject. When they came, they couldn't find the equivalent of the devil, of Satan. And so they took one of the deities, Yoruba deities, Ishu, who happens to be a trickster, very complex, but I call Ishu the master dialectician. And they took, because he's unpredictable, and he can upset the best laid plans, mice and men. And they took Ishu and decided that is the devil. And they distorted the entire ethical structure that was based on the Yoruba pantheon, the various deities of various departments of existence, phenomena, conduct, relationship, on which a whole, functioning ethical structure had been built. And so when we're talking about rebuilding, creatively rebuilding our sense of, ethical conduct among communities, I think we may have to go all the way back to what Christianity did to us on the African continent.
That's it.
Quick! Oh, shit! Hey, he's gonna bang your trousers. Watch out. What?
That was kind of crazy. That music got copyright. But damn, look at him. Oh wow. He gonna slap him on the bread too? Oh damn. Dang. I know that's a good sandwich. For sure. Run. I never understood that. Like, how people just sit there and see something coming their way. I'm running. I'm not gonna sit there and watch. No. Just mute it. Some copyright. That's interesting. I don't know how she doing that. How to, you got a monkey doing his hair. What? That's crazy.
Easily the worst kiss in history. This shit is terrible. You know what? Maybe we doing this shit wrong. Maybe Man, we that got ain't it no wrong. damn French kiss. A French bulldog kiss. Man, what the hell was I want old people banned from kissing publicly. I don't want to. Okay, easily the worst kiss in history.
Check out this old clip of Deepak Chopra and Oprah talking about aging. Let's go.
You say that aging is a mistake.
Well, when I was researching this book, I found that we have some real misconceptions about the aging process. For example, almost everybody believes that aging is fatal. But you look at the data and you'll find nobody really dies of old age. They die of diseases. Everybody believes that aging is irreversible. Now, that's also a misconception, because if you remove toxins from your body, if you learn to get the stress out of your life through meditation, if you change your environment, you can actually reverse the biological markers of aging. Like, most people think aging is normal, but what's normal? Perhaps we are confusing the normal with the psychopathology of the average, which is dull and uninteresting. I mean, there are people who are 25 and look 40 and behave like 40. There are people who are 60 and behave and have the biology of a person who's 30. Most people think aging is universal, but there are organisms in this world that never age.
Check out this old clip of Deepak Chopra and
So aging is a lie, obviously. It's the foods, the chemicals they spray in the air, the chemicals in our foods is aging you, making you look old. Even you stressing out over that job or whatever it is, it's stressing you out. You're like, aging is a lie. I think that's pretty true. That's pretty fair. The aging is a lie. Yeah, I think so.
Muscle is the organ of longevity. And right now, everybody's focused on adiposity. They're focused on being and losing weight. And that is really the core central theme that we see. What if I told you we are not over fat, but we are under muscled as a society? And the reality is, one of the reasons obesity is so hard to treat is because fundamentally we are looking at the wrong problem. And issues like obesity, diabetes, cardiovascular disease, Alzheimer's, these are diseases of skeletal muscle first. Muscle is the...
Is that doo-doo? That's doo-doo. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that either. What is that? Is it killing it? What is it doing to it? It's looking like it's killing the parasites. 1 minute later, they kind of like stop moving. Yeah, it's looking like it's killing it. Okay. Wow. What is that? It's almost like it frozen. It says the pepper cake. Cayenne pepper is one of the world's top herbs for cleaning. Oh, cleansing and healing. I didn't know that. What? So, okay. Cayenne pepper. Cayenne. I don't think I'm saying it right. Somebody correct me in comments if you know how to spell. It's spelled Cayenne. Okay, pepper. So that helps cleanse out the body. I didn't know that. That's cool. It literally froze the parasite. Y'all seen it? Dang. I can't hear this video.
To give you some things to go look up, okay? And these are readily available. You can find them. It's declassified documents through the CIA, the FBI, whatever. Go do some research. Here's some sites I want you to look up, okay?
It's cayenne pepper. Got it. Cayenne pepper.
So, do you like weather?
What, buddy?
They place a special mesh under your skin to support it, after making tiny hidden cuts in your hair. Now this mesh acts like a net, holding your skin up as it heals. Over time, your body starts to grow natural collagen around the mesh. The collagen strengthens the area, keeping your forehead smooth and lifted. As months pass, the mesh slowly dissolves, leaving only your own tissue behind. They place a special mesh under your skin to support it.
What? Nah, he did not just do that to him. Somebody said gave him some tints. Yo, people in the comments is clowns, bro. He too gave him some tints. Oh my, how did he? Oh my god. So what happened was he sneezed, and then he was like, we just messed you up. We're gonna have to take it back. And then you got people that gave him a game of tens. That's tough. Like, what do you do in that type of situation? That is sad.
A pancake and a waffle are the same food. It's the same thing. Same ingredients, same batter. Papa John's. It's the same food. A pancake and a waffle are literally the same. And y'all top them with the same things. But yet when you go to a restaurant, they charge you more for the waffle. Why would you charge me more for the waffle?
Bro said, I knew I was the only one tripping. So wait, somebody said, he randomly said Papa John's. Y'all heard him say Papa John's, right? I know I'm not tripping. He's Papa John's. Like, why did he throw Papa John's in there?
When it's easier to make. You get the batter, you pour it into the little griddle thing, you hit the little button, you flip it over, ta-ting, game over. The pancake, you gotta put some finesse. You gotta pour it out a certain amount. You gotta get the right circle, then you gotta send chef and then flip it over. Why would you charge me more for the thing that is easier to make? Today, my nephew was hungry. I look on the Uber Eats app to see what I can get him to eat from IHOP. The waffle, about $14. The pancakes, 3 of them, about 10. Why would you charge me $3 more for the thing that's easier to make? Scratch all that. Why are you charging me more for either of them? It's the same food. Pancakes and waffles are the same thing. They convinced y'all. They tricked y'all. I don't know how they did it.
I know how they did it. They changed the design. That's what they did. They was like, okay, we gonna make another pancake and we just gonna call it waffles. That's what they did, man. But it just, just a different design pancake. That's all it is. It ain't got no different taste, none of that. It's just a different design pancake. That's what it is.
Holy schmolies! $20.71. Before taxes. Man, what's it made out of gold?
Text 2246.
2246? Holy shit! God damn! God damn!
2071.
Holy schmoly! 20.
Yo, nah, that is crazy. What did he buy? What did he buy? Cause man, hey, for him to be acting like that, he must have got like a couple items. Bro, got like 2 items, right? 1 item. Shoot. That's crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
The parasites are already farming in your bodies. The big ones make mucus balls. They put food in there. They entice other varieties in there. They seal them up. They feed them. And when they're big enough, they let their young in there to eat them. We've witnessed this. So they're farming in you. Can you imagine if that's a conscious state and a parasite finds out that a woman now is going to have a child, and so the child's now taking all the special enzymes and all the special things? What does that parasite do? Well, it gets on a bunch of filth and it gets up into the brain and knows exactly where to lean against the walls, throwing into a state of cravings for foods that they want. This is a conscious state of thought, and they're not stupid.
Wait a minute now.
And when they're...
Wait a minute. So you mean to tell me parasites is that smart? God dang. So you mean they go up to the brain and they... Come on, man. No way, right? Nah, parasites is their own entity, for real. Like, all right, I'm gonna get me something. I'm gonna get me something good to eat. Let me go up to their brain. Yo, that is crazy. That is actually crazy to me.
They're upset with you. They want you to stop doing that, so they all urinate at the same time. They basically urinate at the same time to make you stop doing whatever it is you're doing, so that you think that the herbs you're taking or whatever you're taking is making you sick. That's a state of consciousness. So when you're doing the work I'm going to show you, you don't...
Yo, that is crazy. That goes to show you that parasites is really its own entity if it's doing something like that.
Chucky, no! No! Chucky, please, no! No, Chucky!
You know what's crazy? The dog is trying to get this thing off of it. And it looked like the Chucky dog going crazy. But the dog is really trying to get that thing off of it. That is so funny.
No! Chucky, no! No!
Yo, this is the funniest. Oh my god, that is actually hilarious.
Chucky, please!
He trying to get it off of it, but it looked like the dog is like, I'm gonna do something to you or something. Like the dog is saying something.
Please, no! No, Chucky! Please! No! Chucky!
This is crazy. That's crazy, right? Like, that was quick. Did he even eat it? Did he even chew it? Dang, at least chew it. Like, wow.
Ooh, it's cold out there. Hey! Leave her alone! Stop it! That's not Christ-like! Call me, baby!
He said, ooh, it's cold out here. Yo, I'm about to cry.
Ooh, it's cold out there. Hey! Leave her alone! Stop it! That's not Christ-like!
Oh my god. He didn't even want to hope it's that cold. Oh my goodness. I'm over here about to cry, bro. Nah, this is probably the funniest video I've seen all day. I'm not gonna lie. That was funny. That was hilarious. Oh my goodness. Look, it's cold out here. He didn't even want to hold her.
Ooh, it's cold out there. Hey, leave her alone.
And then he knocking on the window from inside. Like, I'm sorry, y'all, but that shit. I'm sorry, y'all. My bad. Okay, that was funny. I'm getting carried away. My bad.
Well, a part of my process, y'all, is, every night before I go to bed, I walk 2 miles. And I'm having some high thoughts. I need to know if I'm tripping for real. I'm thinking to myself, damn, Cam, we gotta get in shape. Because think about it, y'all. I'm like 2 miles from the crib right now. If my kids called me and said, Dad, there's a man in the apartment, what would I do? What, I'm supposed to run? Halfway there, I'm gonna fall the fuck out. Then my kids are really fucked. And as a man, what man can just simply power walk like, call the cops, I'm coming? You sons of bitches. Come on, man. What dad is finna do that? That's a horrible situation. At that point, that's when I got the realness in me comes out as a father. And I realized, like, I'm gonna have to talk my daughter through how to fight this nigga. Y'all are gonna have to jump this nigga, baby girl. I am coming as fast as I can. But you guys are gonna have to kill him. Well, a part of my process, y'all, is
that's why as a man, you gotta make sure you stay in shape, man. For real. So you never know what might come up. You gotta stay ready so you don't have to get ready. For real.
These young chicks will throw around that bitch ass nigga shit. That bitch ass nigga, And yeah. it's like, man, I'm quick to tell a motherfucker, look, baby, you really don't know what type of dude I am. Like, I'm smooth as hell. But if you ever hit me with some bitch ass nigga, man, I'm gonna show you what type of nigga I really am, man. Stop playing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you And they can't even get mad. Yeah. Cause it's like, come on, bro. Would you talk to your uncle like that? Would you talk to your daddy like that? No. Talk to me with respect, and I'm gonna talk to you with respect. But the moment you jump disrespectful, it's over. And these young
Definitely, for real. That I ain't gonna lie. Cause especially if you're not calling her out her name. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I said hang it up, man. I ain't gonna. I'm gonna have to hang that one up. What the fuck you want?
Oh, wait, look at this, gang. Cat Williams featured in GQ magazine as the man who opened the portal. That's tough. Cause what other better character there is to feature him as? The man who opened the portal. I done told y'all, ever since that Shannon Sharp interview, ain't none been the same this year, gang. And you got one person to blame for that. Sir Micah S. Cat Williams. That's tough. I'm not saying he wrong for what he did, cause what he did needed to be done. I'm just saying that as soon as he finished doing that, this year went down the drain, gang. I don't look at none the same no more. Not even baby oil. And I know he knew what he was doing too, cause look at his face. That's the face of a determined man. That is the face of someone that's gonna finish their breakfast. If I'll do it again was a person, that's the face he'll have. Facts. But yeah, overall, I just want to say shout out to Cat Williams. Keep doing your thing, gang. Cause the world needed that wake-up call, gang. Needed that wake-up call.
He definitely woke up some turned on some lights in people's heads, for real. For sure. Even the people that's not aware of what's going on.
I'm going to answer a comment I just got. They say, what is death? This is actually the gate to understanding everything else. This is why I'm able to understand everything. There is no death. It does not exist. Existence is to exist. That's you, right now. You exist. This is the universe. This is God. You do not go away. It's consciousness. It has always been interpreting the universe at whatever stage it can handle. No death, man. There's no death. There's only pure consciousness. So if you can grasp all this stuff, you will be able to just take that out. It's like a walkie-talkie. If you break the walkie-talkie, the signal will still be there. You can die. Death There's no death. You can only perceive somebody dying or what you think is death. You will never experience death. You will only experience the insane fear of death, like adrenaline. You can't really control that. We have these chemicals in our body, and they take care of us when we need it.
Yeah.
And so when you believe that you are dead, it will pop, zip into your mind. You'll get a whole new glimpse of entirely new reality. And if you can grasp all this, you're walking the spiritual path, baby. That's the universe. This is the universe's path. I can tell you everything. I can tell you anything you want to know. I can tell you your past, your future, your present. Gosh. Anyway, hope that made sense.
Stop doing all that stumping, Dad.
So I said, if E equals mc squared, then E divided by c squared equals m. Saying that if energy is fast matter, then all matter is slow energy. When we see things, when we perceive our environment, our eyes are slowing down energy, and I'm allowed to see it as matter. So that process of energy being slowed down by c squared, my theory says that it's happening in the mind. Our brain is a particle decelerator. So scientists use particle accelerators all of the time, speed up particles to emulate the beginning of the universe, smash atoms together. So I said, no, our brains are particle decelerators. We take all of this energy that's happening in rapid succession and we slow it down so that it makes sense that we have an interface. This reality is an interface with each other. That's essentially what's happening with our eyes. There's a reason I can't hear light, because the speed that ears interpret at is for sound. It's at Mach 1 to, our range of sound. It's not fast enough to perceive light. So I said, if E equals mc.
Yo, you know what? That is interesting. He just made me thought of that. Like, you can't hear light. Dang, that's interesting. I guess certain things you just can't hear. You can see it. It doesn't have any sound or anything to it. That's interesting.
If you thought about getting Ray-Ban Metas, you might want to watch this.
How the two Harvard students used Meta's Ray-Ban special glasses and figured out that you could dox people in seconds. When you look up, they literally went around looking at people. So they got something called iX-Ray, iPIMS. It's an app, right? It's a tool extension of the glasses. So it allows you to put people's face in the frame of the glasses and it'll instantly pull up addresses, your phone number, your name. It could even pull up where you work and what type of work you've done. And no one's talking about this. Now, I'm a gamer, but I'm not like a super gamer. You know what I'm saying? But this is Watch Dogs in the flesh. And like a few years ago, Black Mirror showed us that this was a possibility. Similar to Star Trek showing you FaceTime was going to happen before it happened. Black Mirror and Watch Dogs have now officially done the same thing. So nobody's talking.
If you thought about getting Ray-Ban Metas, you
Ray-Ban Metas. What is that, y'all? I haven't seen what this was. It's called Ray-Ban Meta. Let's check this out.
The next generation of Ray-Ban Meta smart glasses. These are the first smart glasses that are built and shipping with Meta AI in them. Starting in the US, you're going to get this state-of-the-art AI that you can interact with, hands-free, wherever you go. We're going to be issuing a free software update to the glasses that makes them multimodal. So the glasses are going to be able to understand what you're looking at when you ask them questions. So if you want to know what the building is that you're standing in front of, or if you want to translate a sign that's in front of you to know what it's saying, or if you need help fixing this sad, leaky faucet, you can basically just talk to Meta AI and look at it, and it'll walk you through it step by step how to do it. We built in one more feature into these smart glasses. You are going to be able to live stream to your friends and followers from your glasses.
everybody is ready to race, and I am getting ready to. Let's go. Switching to glasses.
Being able to share what you're doing live with your friends and followers while staying completely in the moment is the kind of thing that you can only do on smart glasses. So, all right, these Ray-Ban Meta smart glasses, we're launching them on October 17th, starting at $299, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what you all think of them.
$299, $300 for some glasses. Dude, if it's doing all that, I think it's worth it. You got live stream on there. That's pretty cool. See, I don't know about these. Some technology. It's like it come out and then you just like kind of like forget about it. This is how they do it though. Like they just throw out all these technologies and then it's just like people just and just adapt to it and just start using it, knowing it's not good for you.
Okay, Jake, give us his review of these.
But that is interesting though.
Glasses. You've had about 24 hours to play with them.
So the first thing that I hear now, or the first thing that I notice, is they're very heavy. So it's kind of annoying on that. That's one of the cons. The other cons is it might just be me, but it feels like there's just some type of, I don't know, maybe not radiation, but like something that feels like it's going through your head.
Okay. So is it giving you a headache or?
I'd have gotten a headache earlier in the day.
Okay.
So it kind of went away now.
Okay.
But their pros basically outweigh the cons for me.
Okay.
I take photos.
Okay.
I listen to podcasts on it, driving.
Okay.
Walking in the store and listening to a podcast.
Okay.
It also, you can record if you need your list of groceries, how we're in Costco. I just took a photo of it, recorded what I need to do, sent it to my mom. That worked as well. So it just depends on what you want. If you want light glasses, these aren't it. It's the truth. If you want an all-around glasses for everyday wear that you could practically use for, let's say, business or just in general shopping or just having fun, these are for you.
Okay.
So you just got to outweigh the cons of what you want and just kind of go from there.
Okay. Do you think with the, I know a couple of my TikTok friends have brought up that safety concerns in the wrong hands. Obviously someone can go through and video someone without them even knowing.
I mean, in the sense of like a no recording, let's say if you go to a club that's no recording, and obviously you're not going to know, they look at your glasses, you're not going to know I'm recording you.
Okay.
You can go to, let's say, I don't know, let's say, just for an example, let's say a strip club. You go in there, you record the thing, they're not going to know.
Okay.
So that could use in the wrong hands.
Okay.
In a sense. But I mean, you're going to pick and choose.
So
that's with everything.
So the potential's there. Somebody could easily be putting these in.
Right, but you could do that with a small little camera on your button.
Right. Okay.
It just depends on who gets it and who's involved in it.
Just scary because